talk about the next viral clip,
Yeah,
which
they're
was
beefing with Joe Rogan. That's why.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh,
So Kyrie Irving was
you want me to
what?
handle
Well, go
the
for it.
lead up? Okay, so Kyrie Irving is part of the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, there's a New York mandate that indoor buildings over 100 or whatever it is, you have to be vaccinated actually to participate in these types of things. So he actually won't be able to play in half of the games. All the home games actually. He'd be able to play all the away games. He wouldn't be able to play the home games. Funny, ironic enough, any visiting player who was not vaccinated would be able to play. But Kyrie, because he lives there, would not be able to play. And so he was promised that he would get exemptions or some type of, not have to get the vaccination. So he was even okay with even playing half the games. And then at one point it came out that he was trying to be a voice for the voiceless, and he was upset that a lot of people had lost their jobs because of the mandate and not being vaccinated. And so that he was taking a stand for them. He came on IG Live to basically denounce that. Um, they think the team might want to trade him, but won't trade him because Kevin Durant, the biggest star on the team, won't allow it. Um,
His buddy,
it's been
man.
it's been talked about that if they do try and trade him, he'll retire. Um, and so Kyrie goes on his live to address all the issues and tell you why he's not vaccinated. And yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to watch the full remainder because I found the clip where he starts talking about his opinion, but I don't want to watch the full. Let's just watch maybe 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then we'll get into the conversation about it. So go ahead and play it again.
And that's me. This is my life. I get to do whatever I want with this. This is one body that I get here, one God body that I get here. And you telling me what to do with my body, and it has nothing to do with the organization. I'm going to put that out there. It has nothing to do with the Nets. It has nothing to do with my teammates. This has everything to do with what's going on in our world. And I'm being grouped in to something that's bigger than just a game of basketball. And, you got that fandom, which is like a religion to people out here. Basketball is like a religion. Entertainment is like a religion to people. They get so caught up emotionally. It's just like, yo, effing get vaccinated or just leave. We angry at what you're doing, man. And it's just like, nah, that's like, what are you talking about? I'm a human being. I have emotions. I have feelings. I have thoughts, things that I keep to myself, things that I share. But I'm staying grounded in what I believe in. It's just as simple as that. It's not about being anti-vax or about being, on one side or the other. It's just really about being true to what feels good for me. I'm still uncertain about a lot of things and that's okay. If I'm going to be demonized for having more questions and taking my time to make a decision with my life, then that's just what it is.
niggas putting injections.
That's something I gotta sit in. I know the consequences of the decisions I make with my life. I'm not here to sugarcoat any of that. But if we really gonna be real, it's crazy times we're in. It's crazy times. How many people are really thinking with a balanced view? How many people are really thinking about the future of what's going on? It's crazy times we're in. We just came out of one of the craziest pandemics of all time, and you telling me to think rationally. How many people are really thinking rationally? I'm not the focus here. I got on here to really show that I'm real enough to stand up when I feel like I'm being put in a effed up position. I'm not even that. I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't committed a crime. I'm not out here acting dumb, stupid. I'm out here taking care of my family, my kids. I'm out here putting on for the youngins. I'm out here trying to create a legacy that lasts a lifetime, multiple lifetimes. And if I'm being called out on what I'm doing with my life and I'm just living righteously and I'm living for me and I'm living for the people that love me and support me, how is it that I have to be, at odds with everybody or people are coming at me? I had to really sit back and think about this and meditate and pray and ask God for the words to come on here because this is not normal. You know what I mean? This is not normal. What's going on? This is not normal. And I'm not going to get too emotional on here either. I'm just thinking with my logic. You
I
know,
think that's
I'm
enough.
just
You guys wanna watch
thinking
more?
for all those that are
All right,
dealing.
you can put in pause it in.
Let me say this. Kyrie Irving is one of the most incoherent people when it comes to like
We have to point out too. He's also a flat earther.
yeah, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like Kyrie Irving is out there. You know what I'm saying? He's out there.
Yeah.
But like what he's saying is facts. So I'll speak from the basketball point of view. Basketball point of view, he's an asshole. Let me tell you why. Because he only went. The only reason they went to the Nets, KD went to the Nets. Kyrie Irving. That's his hometown. He's from New Jersey. Nets were a New Jersey team originally. Oh well, Brooklyn, but you know it's back to being in Brooklyn now. James Harden's there because of Kyrie. So now the reason they're there is not playing, and there's no way they don't win a championship together. Without him, it's possible they don't. James Harden has never won a championship.
Oh, that's right.
So, so like there are other implications. There are other implications here, but James Harden and Kevin Durant have been lockstep with him. Not a single word of negativity from the team. The owner did refuse to
That's
let
his
him
buddy. Why would
participate
he?
in half the games and said Kyrie Irving won't be allowed to practice or play in any of the games just because he's tired of reporters asking the players, oh, what about Kyrie this week? Do you think you would have won if Kyrie played this week? And da-da-da-da. So they don't want any of that distraction. So they went ahead and basically said he's away from the facilities until he's ready to he did use the word sacrifice. He did use the word sacrifice. They were all here making sacrifices. So, you know, when he's ready to come back into the fold, we'd love to have him. So, yeah. I don't think it's he's giving up a lot of money. It's around $30 million. I'll be vaccinated, my boy. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow with you. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow with you.
If that's part of his,
because if it's 30 million this year and I get vaccinated,
I mean, it goes
your
to the
family
topic
doesn't
we
have
had
to
last
get
week about
vaccinated.
principles. Like, if he's was going to make 30 million, but his principles, and he's not going to sacrifice principles for this, and I got to respect that. Like, at least he's sticking to his principles.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
know Kyrie
I don't
Irving, and
mind
Kyrie
that.
Irving doesn't stick to any type of principles like that. So I'm just being really dead honest with you.
I
Like,
don't know Kyrie Irving like
whenever
that, to be fair.
the narrative fits, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he was smart. He let everybody speak on his behalf before he did, and then he came out with the most sensible thing to say. But I don't think he should get vaccinated either. I mean, that's just my opinion. If you don't want to get vaccinated,
It's
you
just
don't
my
have to get
opinion of
vaccinated.
that. This is the byproduct of when you mandate something that shouldn't be mandated.
Boom.
That's just my issue with it.
So, but he's already made millions, right? Like unless
Yeah,
he's like
he's
spending
made,
lavishly, like he's just like I'm not gonna play
120.
this year.
Yeah.
And then he's got money to go home to.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but 30 million is 30 million. So let me tell y'all something about people who have 100 million or have made 100 million. Getting to that 100 million, you know how much money you spent?
Oh yeah, it's an
You know
investment.
how much? Yeah, you know how much to just maintain you have. Would be his. Kyrie's approaching 30, I believe. So this would be his last contract. The next he has an extension that he can sign, but this would be his last contract. Every dollar and penny amount that he makes is more than he would make doing anything else ever after basketball. He'll be done playing basketball approximately by 35, 36 on average. And that's if you have a long career. So God forbid anything else happen to him. So 30 million
Well,
is 30 million. And if you were saying he made 120, 150 million up till now, right? 30 million is a large percentage of what you've already made. Because that first contract you had wasn't nothing compared to this contract. So as far as the financial implications, it's ridiculous. Ben Simmons is going through something right now.
Speak to the sacrifice thing earlier. He's making a sacrifice.
He's making a
so,
sacrifice,
like,
100%. Ben Simmons is going through the same thing. He decided that he wanted to get traded and he was going to come to work. And so they said, oh, okay, we're going to hold your money in escrow. So when his first payment of 8.25 million was supposed to come, it didn't come. He was like, oh, damn. Then he started getting fined $350K per preseason game he missed. It's like, damn, there's 5 of them bitches. Boy, on the first week of the NBA, which is this week, Ben Simmons is at training right now. Ben Simmons brought his ass to work because he signed a $147 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
But that $8 million, that should tell you, like, sometimes taxes, sometimes whatever it is, your family may never produce another breadwinner like this ever in its history. So the way they view it is like, and if you watch his whole thing, he's like, man, I don't want to give up this money. He's like, I do not want to give up this money. I don't want to give up the game that I love either. But, like, if he doesn't want to get vaccinated, Just don't do it, my boy. But boy, don't do all of this and then get vaccinated. That's my problem.
That's an interesting point. Now I actually didn't think of that.
And that's Kyrie.
Would that be an issue then? Would that
Because
would that cause backlash or?
Look at me. Andrew Wiggins went through the same thing, and Andrew Wiggins got that vaccine he played for the Warriors and said, "Hey man, look, my goal is generational wealth. If I gotta, down this hill for my family or whatever happens, that's it. That don't mean my family gotta go get vaccinated."
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad way to look at it, for him to kind of move on to think of future generations and stuff like that. I mean, nobody really knows what's going to happen with the vaccines. Maybe he's right in a few years, something does happen. Maybe he's wrong in a few years, something doesn't. But I mean, if he's going to stick to his guns, then more power to him. If he's got enough to walk away from it all, then yeah, go for it.
Wish I had that much.
Yeah, I do
Yo,
too.
you made it to the end. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching Fake Deep Thinking. If you like the show, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and to share. We really appreciate everything and appreciate you. So take it easy. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good day.